Hello peeps, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. Let me go ahead and adjust my microphone just a little bit here. There we go. A beautiful sunrise on day 211. It's actually a lot more than that, but falling through the world in the Aether tends to reset the days for whatever ridiculous reason, so we'll go with it. I've done some work off camera. I made 2 more neutron collectors and hooked them up to a compacting drawer. I have 5 neutronium ingots. This is the result of about 10 hours of idling. I sat in my little AFK box that I created down here, and I idled for 10 hours. Also, I discovered that what caused the crash at the end of the last episode was me right-clicking the dialing device with the Lithium pickaxe. Apparently right-clicking things with Tinker's Construct pickaxes can cause trouble, so don't recommend that. I actually managed to crash myself with my big reactor too, which, by the way, has gotten a little bigger. I went ahead and upgraded this to it's 7 by 7 by 4 external. Inside there are 10 fuel rods. This thing produces about 60k RF a tick while it's running. So it's good, but it's not like amazing. We'll get to amazing. But before I get to amazing, I've run into a problem. Oh, and let me show you one more thing. The thing that I have running down there that I'm not going to get too close to because when it renders it lags me, with the nether stars that I wanted to plant, I went ahead and planted them. 8 of them, to be exact, with the 8 awakened draconium blocks that I ended up with after I killed the dragon twice. And I also made some diamond seeds and planted those over there, because the diamond seeds from magical crops don't require blocks of diamond below it. That's only the diamantia seeds, and those produce nuggets, whereas the other ones produce essence, and it turns out to be the same difference. So why would I use one that produces 1/9 of a diamond and requires a block of diamond below it, when I can make one that produces 1/9 of a diamond and doesn't require that? So I went ahead and planted those, and after 10 hours of idling, I now have 3,422 nether stars and 1,296 diamonds. So no more worrying about nether stars. That's awesome. I mean, it's really awesome because I'm going to need a shit ton of them. Yeah. Village is going on okay over here. Apparently Elvis has moved in. Elvis has entered the building, not left it. But now, let me show you what is going on with this episode. You might have noticed I have a bunch of advanced solar generators in my inventory. I've already got one down over here, and if you take a look at it, it's producing 4,000 RF a tick during the day, which is awesome. I love it. These are not simple power. Granted, they'll be used for power, they'll be used for additional power. There's no reason not to use them for additional power, but if we take a look down here, I went ahead and expanded this capacitor bank. This capacitor bank holds 1 billion RF now. Okay? That's awesome. It's able to output 1 million RF a tick. That's also awesome. Let me show you what's not so awesome. I decided, instead of putzing around with RF tools on camera, since you guys have seen me do that before, I figured I would do it off camera until I got a place that was worth showing you. This dimension produces nothing but silicon ore. It's silicon ore as far as the eye can see. It costs 190,000 RF a tick to maintain it. That's on the cheap end. This one, Random Dimension Dimlet 5, costs 100,000 RF a tick. That's the cheapest one I've come across. This one requires 900,000 RF a tick. This one requires... oh, well, I guess that one's only 100,002 RF a tick. This one's 1.3 million, almost 1.4 million RF a tick. This one is 1.3 million RF a tick. these dimensions are stupid expensive. I'm not even sure I went into this one. I realized it, but I don't think I ever actually went into it. Do I have this thing connected? Of course not. Because it was killing my power every time I tried to connect it. So I'm seriously thinking about just attaching it directly to the capacitor. You know what? Let's do that. Let's attach this thing, the dimension builder, directly to the capacitor bank. Because this thing sucks up so much frickin' power. I need to be able to transmit 1,000,000 RF a tick into it. I mean, look how fast that's killing my power. And it's not even gonna fully charge off of everything that's in my power bank. I mean, this thing is stupid. You know, I'm gonna let it do its thing. While it's doing its thing, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna kick on my reactor. We'll get this thing producing in order to get some power going. Should stabilize at about 61,000 RF a tick. 62,000. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Okay. It has recovered. This thing is now fully charged. But if I put this thing in here, I'm now pulling 100,000 RF a tick. Or, not 100,000 RF a tick. 100,000 RF a tick, which I'm not capable of producing. So it's draining this. Let's take that out, break that. We'll put it back over here for now. And let's take a look at this dimension tab. This dimension tab currently has 980 ticks left before it runs out of power entirely. Let's go visit that dimension. Which dimension was it? That was random dimension 4, ID 9. So I don't think I ever actually went in that dimension. So, we'll dial random dimension 4. And I'm going to leave these advanced solar generators here just in case shit hits the fan, because they're not expensive to make, but they're kind of annoying. And I need them for what's coming up. So, we'll teleport into this dimension and see what is to be seen. Oh, no, I did come into this dimension. It's underwater. That's why I didn't hang out here. Because I'm in extreme hills and it's underwater and it's just a pain in the ass. So, yeah, I did come here. And then I started to generate the rest of the dimensions, and I never ran into anything good until the last one. When I got to the last one, I found a dimension that was stable enough that I could get myself some dimensional shards. Let's get my quest book out, because that's one of my quests. In Zeta I have a couple of quests. Oh, I did the solar panel tier 1 and solar panel tier 2 off camera also. Then in Theta I have 3 quests. I have dimensional shards. I have the shard infuser, which requires you to make the machine infuser. And then I have the block protector, which is an unnamed quest, which makes you make the block protector, which I don't know what it does. I'm assuming it protects blocks, but whatever. More walruses, more printing press stuff, another portal gun, more lily pads, that's awesome, and ender chests, cool. I'll put the lily pads up later. We'll get this stuff out of my inventory, and let's get into the meat of this episode. I want to upgrade my power reserves. 1 billion RF is nothing. When I'm looking at things that are going to pull 1,000,000 RF a tick, this is nothing. So, for right now, I'm going to kick this reactor off so it doesn't burn up too much fuel. 1,000,000 RF, or 1 billion RF is nada, zip, zero, zilch, goose egg. It's terrible. I want to be able to make the induction storage from mechanism. Because even a basic induction cell stores as much as my current bank. That's just the basic one. The advanced one stores 8 times that. The elite one stores 8 times that. The ultimate one stores 8 times that. And these are scalable. So I can scale this thing up. I can also scale my output rates. So I can have as much or as little output as I want. But there's a problem with this. Making these induction cells requires lithium. In order to make lithium, I have to make thermal evaporation plants. The good news is they're cheap. Copper, steel. None of which I have any problem with anymore whatsoever, so we'll go ahead and make a few stacks of these. I'm going to need 4 of these thermal evaporation valves, which means I need a few advanced circuits. And I'm going to need thermal evaporation controllers, so I'm going to need 2 more beyond that. We'll need 6 total. I went ahead and upgraded my infusing factory, or my metallurgic infuser into a basic infusing factory, so that I can get these things easily. I'll probably go ahead and upgrade them even further than that, but I kind of want upgrades and shit to be its own episode. I'll do necessary upgrades off camera, but I don't like doing upgrades off camera. Oops. 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to need more than that, aren't I? I need 8 total. Could have sworn I mean, oh, whatever. I do have an advanced control, so why? Whatever. We'll go ahead and make 2 more. You and you. And you and you. Okay. We're also going to need an infinite water source. Go ahead and pull the rest of these out. So we'll make our infinite water, which requires a machine housing. There we go, infinite water. Now we need to make 2 thermal evaporation plants. I'm going to set these up right over here. These are a 2x2 footprint, or a 4x4 footprint. So we'll do one there. And then I'll go ahead and do one kind of sticking off the edge here. Like that. To these, we need to add a ring. Like that. And we'll do the same thing here. Okay. I'll probably extend this out a little bit, but okay, we're going to knock out these blocks, and we're going to knock out these blocks. We're also going to knock out these blocks. Now, the valves go on the side. There, 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 and there. Controllers go there and there. Now, this is currently incomplete. That should complete it. Yep, it's formed. Okay? Why am I lagging so much? This might be one of those things that I end up tearing down and rebuilding off camera. if it causes me issues when I look at it. Okay. We'll get our wand. We're going to use that to extend these up. I made way too many of these things. What kind of height are we looking at now? Height 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, these are now 17 high. To this, we will add 4 blocks on the sides. Like that. Now, we need these advanced solar gens. The advanced solar generators allow you to complete this multi-block and will provide a heat source. Except I built that one too close. Damn. It's okay. Do not fret. I have access to technology. No. How do I upgrade this? It'd be nice to have an upgraded version. Charge Draconium? Awaken Draconium? How much? I have enough. Let's go ahead and make the upgraded version. Why not? It'd be nice having the 32 block pickup range for some things. Let's go ahead and pop these in. There's one. There's two. Take that, turn it off. Look up the uses. And bam. Awakened item dislocator with a 32 block radius. Let's go ahead and turn that on. I will now be picking up the eggs from the whole way over there. So that's kind of annoying, but I can also vein mine this and pick up everything. And I can vein mine this and pick that all up. And I can vein mine that, and that, and that. And I got it all. Okay, good. Let's come out here a little bit further. So I know leaving 2 in between it is good enough, so we'll rebuild it over here. Doesn't matter exactly where the valves are. Or the thermal evaporation controller. I think it just needs to be placed down on the bottom. Although the direction might matter, so I probably should fix that. Okay, that's good. And we'll pop these down. Just like that. Solar gens. And those solar generators will now provide heat to these thermal evaporation plants in daylight. They don't work at night, I don't think. So right now we're sitting at 303.5 Kelvin. The first thing we need to do is we need to get one of these making water. or turning water into brine. That's what the infinite water is going to do. The infinite water is going to feed this an infinite supply of water, which is going to get turned into brine. As the temperature comes up, which should continue getting higher and higher as the day goes on, this will get turned into brine faster and faster and faster. And now we're going to see the millibucket per tick just absolutely shoot through the roof. We're producing a ton of brine. We need a way to get it into the other system. Let's turn the dislocator off. I'm going to use fluid ducts. Let's see here. Transfer rate varies by fluid. Flux plated. I think I can get away with a temperate, but I'm going to use a hardened just in case. Now, why am I not using mechanism stuff for this, since it's a mechanism mod? Because the mechanism pipes I've found are kind of glitchy. I don't know about the liquid pipes, but the power pipes have an infinite power loop bug. And I don't like that, so we're not going to use it. We'll go ahead and attach a servo there, set this into redstone ignored mode, and that's going to pump brine into here. That brine is going to get formed into liquid lithium pretty much as fast as it gets pumped in. So we're already producing crap tons of liquid lithium. Now liquid lithium gets used, come on. Liquid lithium gets used in a rotary condensator to make lithium. So I need a rotary condensator. We've already made one of those. We know we can easily do it. Rotary condensator. Basic gas tank. Basic fluid tank. Energy tablet. A couple of basic cells. Good. We're also going to need a chemical crystallizer. The chemical crystallizer is a bit more expensive. 2 basic gas tanks. Steel casing, which is easy, but it's going to require some of this atomic alloy, which I don't currently have. I also need some more basic control circuits. So we'll need some osmium and some redstone. And I'm also going to need 2 of you. Actually, I'll need 4 of you. Might actually need even more than that. Yeah, I'll need more than that even. So we'll grab some of that. We'll grab diamond. And we'll grab one of my compressed obsidian. We'll go ahead and make the 2 basic control circuits. I need 4 of you, and I'm going to need 4. Let's enrich this diamond. We'll pop you in there. I have it on auto split mode, so it automatically splits it out. We'll toss you in there. That's going to get me some atomic alloy. Nice. Alright. You. And wait, I didn't actually need all of what I just made. Forgot I didn't have to upgrade a circuit. I thought I was upgrading circuits. That's why I went to all that trouble. Okay, we're also going to need some conduit, which I'm going to make some more of this Ender energy conduit, because that's pretty much what I'm using for the moment. I am going to be switching probably to cryo-cooled flux ducts for a lot of my power needs. Now, we need to get lithium out of here and into the rotary condensator. That is going to require another servo and the fluiducts that I made. I'm going to go ahead and allow this to encroach a little bit on my platform for my assembly table, because I'm going to be moving this eventually anyway. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to end up moving this, but... Okay. Signalium servo. Redstone ignored. Liquid lithium in there. The rotary condensator goes right there. And if this worked right, which it didn't, let's turn it around. If this works right, I really hate... Is it just not going to take it from this pipe? Is that the problem? Maybe it won't take it because it... There we go. It has to be in decondensating mode in order for it to actually connect. So this thing is now full of liquid lithium. We need to provide this with power, which we're going to do by connecting this to my power grid down here. Don't like how Ender IO conduits try to connect here. I also don't like how that's connecting there, so we'll fix that. Disabled. Good. Let's run this down. It's not going to try to connect to these. Let's punch through the back here. And we will connect from the bottom. Come on. There we go. Down a little. Thank you. We'll connect this from the bottom. There. The rotary condensator is now getting power. That is going to allow this to decondensate the liquid lithium into lithium gas. Lithium gas gets pumped into the chemical crystallizer in order to be crystallized into lithium dust. You're using 4,000 RF a tick. You're using 10,000. So combined, you're using about 12,000 RF a tick, which is not amazing by any means for me, because that's just more power drain. But I do have a solution. What I'm actually going to do in order to power these things is I'm going to connect all of these together. Like that. We're going to run this down right here. those up there actually produce 32,000 RF a tick during the daylight, because each one of these produces 4,000. There's 8 of them. So 32,000 RF per tick in the daylight. Well, that means that I can change this to an input. These will use whatever power they need to operate, and then they'll output the rest of the power to my power grid. So I not only produced lithium, which I'm now getting in pretty decent quantities, but I've also now increased my power generation. I can configure the sides on this. We'll want to auto eject, and I'm going to go get a chest. We'll pop that on there, and my lithium will now automatically be deposited into this golden chest. Now, the production is going to fall off at night. That's to be expected. And the rotary condensator is actually not able to keep up with my lithium production during the day. So, oh, and during the night these things stop working. That's another downside. They only operate during the day. But it keeps me from burning power off of my grid, which to me I think feels a little bit more important right now than having 24/7 operation. Especially since I'm probably going to move these things, because I don't like having things that produce a lot of ticks right near my base. I mean, my ultimate goal is actually to probably get most of this stuff relocated outside of visual range and just have kind of a base of operations with nothing but my ME system here, and connect everything else from wherever. Okay, so let's take a look and see what else we can do this episode. We don't have a whole lot of time left, but we have about 7 minutes. In 7 minutes I can probably get up to some hijinks. Okay, this is extra utilities and buildcraft. Ooh, food gen. I can make the food gen. Not that it really gets me anything. Wait, this wants me to make a bedrockium drum? That's right. Well, I can make bedrockium ingots. Make those easy enough. What does a bedrockium drum take? Bedrockium drum takes 6 bedrockium, a cauldron, and 2 weighted pressure plates. Okay. Easy enough. Wow, yeah, my frame rate dips to 5 FPS right now when I'm in my ME system. It drops to absolute crap when I'm in my ME system. So it didn't do that until I built those. So I think I'll be relocating those off-site in between episodes. Because holy crap, that's a frame rate drop. Yeah, any machine I access now, my frame drop is just wicked. This is why I don't like having intense machinery right near my stuff. Okay, well, I don't want to waste all that, but I'll go ahead and destroy this one. We'll tear this down, except for the solar gens. I'll leave the solar gens up for now. Where's my dislocator? Let's get that. Yeah, anything that I access right now is just lagging me to crap. So we'll tear this up, and I'll rebuild this somewhere where it's not going to be as close. And for right now, I'm going to go ahead and reverse the power flow. Or just set this to neutral. That'll get these machines running again. So I can burn off the lithium. Ouch. Yeah. I wonder, if I get those out of render range, and then I go into my inventory, it's even doing it here. I wonder if it's the amount of these blocks in my inventory. Or if there's something else going on. Oh, it was me having bedrockium selected, apparently. Trying to render all those drums. Well, still, I want to move it off camera. Because I need it to work, I don't need to see it. Let's come in here, where I've got, holy crap, I've got 4 octuple compressed cobblestone. Let's go ahead and take one of these sextuple. And we're going to break that down and put that in my system. I'm going to break that down into quintuple, and we'll break those down into quadruple, and we'll break some of these down into triple. We'll toss those in the system, and we're going to make some bedrockium ingots, which is I'm just going to look up bedrockium ingot because that shouldn't lag me. We're going to make 6 of these. When I put those on my hotbar, I'm affected by slowness. Cauldron. Weighted pressure plates for an empty bedrockium drum. I've already finished Beyond the Core. That was the portal to the last millennium. And I've already finished To the Core, which gets me a Sojourner Staff, a Lantern of Pandora, and I have no clue what that does. Probably should look that up. And a Sojourner Staff consumes torches but can place them at long distances. The Sojourner Staff... Oh, the Lantern of Paranoia places torches in unlit areas automatically. Holy crap, that's actually a nice item. Let's turn off the Awakened Item Dislocator, because I'm sick of picking up feathers. Got an Epic Reward Bag and 2 Graders. Grader gives me a Tier 1 Chance Pendant, Void Stuff, and an Artifact Weapon, which is Gold Ring of Toughness, Passive Health Boost. Okay. Why not? Gets me a few more hit points. I'll take it. Okay. Let's see what else I can do this episode. Endo Quarry upgrades. What are you? You're floodgates. But you want logic pipes and all that other crap. I really want to know what it's going to take to unlock Kappa. Or Lambda. Or Mu. Nu I don't care about, because that requires 36 out of 73 quests. Basically, you have to complete all the other quests to unlock that. Zeta. What is Zeta? Pink Slime. ZBQ. I can make ZBQ 7. ZBQ7 is made from blocks of gold, blocks of mana diamond, and blocks of emerald. So blocks of gold, block of emerald, blocks of mana diamond, and magical wood. Gets me two ZBQ7. Greater bag gets me a liquid transfer node. Sure, why not? cubic crystal. It wants me to make 1 cubic crystal. Or a qubit crystal, I guess. Electrotine. That's easy enough. What am I missing? I'm missing... Oh, I need an infused diamond. That is a diamond surrounded by dimensional shards. So it's a good thing I got the dimensional shards, huh? There's my qubit crystals. Good reward bag. Oh, great. Just what I wanted. Chance of icosahedrons. I really am going to have to do another live stream where I just open nothing but... Or just do nothing but open that crap. Energized crystals. An energized crystal is an upgrade token, ZBQ7. Okay, that's ZBQ7 and a nether star. How many mana diamonds do I have? I only have 10 more. Let's fix that. A full stack of mana diamonds. Holy crap. I'm going to have to remember that those mana diamonds are EMC-able. That is going to come in very handy down the line, I think. We'll make some more ZBQ7. I'm actually going to need even more because I burned one, didn't I? Yeah, I burned one. Emerald. Need more of emerald. Okay, a little bit of a lag spike while saving. So we'll make a little more ZBQ7. We'll make the energized crystal, which is going to unlock fabrication and imaginary crop growth. Automatic hammer, those are completely useless at this point. Now, automatic crop growth. Or imaginary crop growth. This takes the imaginary time block. The imaginary time block is made with 4 energized crystals, 1 ZBQ7, 2 Gaia Spirit ingots, and 2 Temperio Essence blocks. This, however, only requires 1,000 RF tick, and basically it makes any crops within its radius grow instantly. Yes, including those. Yes, including the diamond and nether star seeds. You see where I'm going with this. But in order to do that, we're going to have to go back into Botania. So that's where we're going to go next episode. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger with, I believe this was episode 42 of Project Ozone 2. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And I'm going to record one more episode tonight, I think, because I'm kind of feeling it tonight. So this will still be here when I come back, but I'll move that when I'm done. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later, peeps.